Perhaps the most revolutionary development of recent years has been that of the computer, because for the first time we've discovered a machine that can substitute, at least in part, for the human brain. Before that, it was just a matter of saving human muscles, of using machinery to spare what human muscles couldn't do very well. And the brain had to keep on doing all kinds of work that really it's better than. The work was stultifying, monotonous, dull. But now we're going to have machines that can do that too, and we call them computers. And computers come in all sizes because they've been getting smaller and smaller. We've got these tiny little microchips now. And as a result, every industry, the government itself, tax collecting agencies, airplanes, everything depends on computers. We have personal computers in the home. And they are constantly getting better, cheaper, more versatile, capable of doing more things, so that we can look into a future when, for the first time, humanity in general will be freed of all kinds of work that's really an insult to the complex human brain, that requires no great thought, no great creativity. Leave all that to the computer, and we can leave to ourselves those things that computers can't do, such things as imagination, creativity, fantasy, intuition, problem solving, where we don't have to have the exact conditions and know exactly what's happening. We have an intuitive feel for what the solution ought to be. No computer can do that. And we can save our own brains for that purpose. Now then, furthermore, computers are not just immobile things, because you can hook computers up to machinery and have the machines that spare human muscles. Furthermore, computers are not just immobile things, because you can hook computers up to machinery and have the machines that spare human muscles also act in such a way, in such a versatile way, that they seem to be thinking. You have artificial intelligence applied to machines, and we call them robots. In science fiction, you always think of robots as man-like metallic creatures. But actually, any machine that's computerized is a robot. And we have industrial robots right now that don't look the least bit like human beings, and yet that do things that until just a couple of decades ago, only human beings could do. And we're going to live in a future, perhaps, in which we will have personal robots as well. Robots that do look like human beings and that replace, for the first time, what we used to call slaves and serfs and servants, and free us all. For the first time, we're going to be free, really, truly free, humanity as a whole. Now again, what's life going to be like if we are completely computerized and completely robotized? What are the side effects? Will there be difficulties? Undoubtedly. Will there be things that we won't like? Undoubtedly. But we've got to think about it now, so as to be prepared for possible unpleasantness and try to guard against it before it's too late. We always have to do that. It's like in the old days when the automobile was invented. It would have been so much better if we had built our cities with the automobile in mind, instead of building cities for a pre-automobile age and finding we can hardly find any place to put the automobiles or to allow them to drive. This is the sort of thing that we must avoid in the future.